with my love and respects. 2012, transform now. 2012, transform now. I wanted to repeat this statement at least 20 more times. Because this is the essence. You are in a moment, you are in time where space is waiting for you to transform beyond the time and space. Please understand. The art of transforming mud into grain is agriculture. Art of transforming grain into blood is digestion. Art of transforming blood into body is rejuvenation. Art of transforming body back to mud is cremation. Now, time is waiting for the space and space is waiting for all of us to transform ourselves to the ultimate possibility. Transformation means going beyond all the bondages, restrictions happens due to time and space. Fortunately, this is the moment time itself is waiting for you to go beyond itself. Please understand, time which usually binds you, which is a stopping stone, is now waiting as a stepping stone for you. 2 years before, I was talking about this 2012. I gave one of my important personal experience, which I wanted to remind to all of you. When I was doing my morning running, jogging, hundreds of times I felt my inner space being bumped into samadhi for no reason. Then suddenly I realized the center of the earth as certain pull on all objects towards its center, what we call gravity, power of gravity. Please understand, the subtle force of power of gravity is going to reduce by 2012. That subtle force, when it reduces, means literally the you being pulled towards the center of the earth will be reduced. Please understand, even a small change in that force drastically releases you from millions of thoughts, because every thought is a mass. Please understand, I am leading you step by step to the higher and higher levels of truths. Your every thought has its own weight. When there is a reduced gravity, in your inner space the number of thoughts reduces. With less thought itself, you will be able to perform more actions. Less thought, less action is inertness. more thought, more action is restlessness. Less thought, more action is enlightenment. The possibility of functioning, performing more actions with less thoughts is happening naturally. Many of the mental patterns you have, engraved memories you have, samskaras you have. Engraved memories are what I call samskaras. Many of the mental patterns you have, thought patterns you have, are not required to run your life. You will be able to live, perform, achieve, create, do everything with less number of thoughts. Number of thoughts happening in your inner space is going to reduce automatically in this year. For example, for you to get up, go and have your dinner, come back and lie down in your bed. If it was taking 25 thoughts till last year, now the same actions can be performed just by 2 thoughts. Please understand the time and the space in which the gravity pull is reduced on human beings, so that the human beings can function with less thoughts. The time has begun. 2 years before I started talking, in 2012, the space where human beings are going to weigh less, I tell you, maybe at least 1 or 2 migrants, you all have reduced your weights. You can say 0.0001 gram. If we can measure the weight of the thoughts, we can find out every individual how much of weight you have lost. Time, when the gravity of planet Earth on you reducing has started. Please understand, 2012 has started. If you are interested in transformation, this year is celebration for you. If not, calamity for you. Because whether you want or not, the number of thoughts in your inner space is going to reduce this year. People ask me continuously, Swamiji, is this year is going to be a chaos or year of transformation? I tell them it is both. If you belong to the mental pattern of feeling empty with less thoughts, this year is going to be chaos for you. If you are ready to live with less thoughts, this year is celebration for you. Prepare yourself to live with less number of thoughts. Be comfortable with the vacuum which is getting created automatically in you. Please understand. The vacuum which is happening in you naturally. The empty space which is happening in you naturally. The shunyaka which is happening in you naturally. The sunyata which is happening in you by its very flow. be comfortable with it. Just being comfortable with that empty inner space, you will transform yourself. Two years before, I was continuously talking. The earth is losing its pull. The center of the earth is losing its pull over the mass, over the human beings. So the result of that is going to be reduced number of thoughts on human mind. I can tell you, the way I started revealing the truths, the collective negativity was so shocked that the transformation may happen way beyond the negativity can manage. That is why she took care the truths I revealed, I am revealing, is not reaching to the whole world. But now I tell you, nobody can deprive the sincere seekers. We are here, beginning of the 2012, around the world, at this moment, more than at least 50,000 people are sitting with us, listening to these great truths. Listening to these great truths. The reduced weight is directly impacting your inner space. Now, it is time all of us feel comfortable with the empty inner space. Please understand, January 14th, the center of the planet Earth has started losing its gravity. Very, very small quantity only reduction, but that is not a small joke, even if it is a small quantity, very small force. The impact on human beings is too much. The number of thoughts you need to perform your activity is drastically started reducing. I tell you, the time has begun January 14th. Now, the effect of this 2012 will start increasing by next month, because it has started just few days before. Still you are yet to catch. You will be able to catch within a month. Within a month you will see, for no reason you are silent. If you are habituated to live with continuous agitation and thoughts, you will call that as a depression. You will give the title as a low mood, depression. If you are habituated to be in restful awareness, to be in peace, you will call that as a peace and samadhi. I can see very clearly the transformation has started. Till 2015, the process is going to happen. 2015, by 2015, world will see at least 1 crore beings enlightened. transform now or never. Because after the 2015, for the same phenomena to happen again, it may take 3 million years. The phenomena happens only once in 3 million years. These 3 years, I sincerely urge all my followers, devotees, disciples, friends, visitors, audience, samajis, satsangis, sannyasis, and the whole world, including plants and animals. I request all of you, use this positive energy flow. The whole cosmos is waiting for your transformation. Please understand, making a stone or a tree or a wood or a piece of matter into a possibility of divine in one small temple is called Pranapratishtha. These 3 years, the whole world, the whole planet Earth is getting consecrated. Means the whole planet Earth is getting Pranapratishtha, becoming the possibility of the divine by the cosmos. Cosmos is doing Pranapratishtha to the planet Earth for these 3 years. How an energized deity can be a possibility for you to transform. If you go and stand in front of an energized deity or pray to it, live in a consecrated space, you are transformed. These 3 years, the whole planet Earth is getting consecrated by the cosmos. So please understand, these 3 years you are living in a consecrated space. I wanted to share with you all some of my mystical experiences. Few days before, I went to Madurai, a consecrated temple, one of the oldest energy center in South India, place of Meenakshi, Hindu goddess, the mother of the universe. I have a strong connection with Meenakshi. It is her blessings and her biomemory with which I am developing all these different yogic kriyas for the different physical disorders and mental disorders. Through her blessing, when I had some of the downloading of Meenakshi's biomemory, I realized many of the extraordinary truths related to yogic physiology and yogic psychology. Meenakshi was a greatest queen, ruled India. She was a great enlightened being. And if I have to describe all her other dimensions, she was a great spiritual healer and a Siddha doctor, healing people by giving yoga, kriya and herbals, and a great teacher who was teaching this science to 40 enlightened beings. So after having her darshan in the temple, intense downloading of that bio-memory was happening in my system continuously, almost 10 days. I have not slept. I am just sitting whole day and night and allowing the downloading to happen. Many of the truths revealed from our bio-memory, when I was recording it and expressing it to many of our doctor disciples, they were shocked. They are saying, Swamiji, we don't know, we can't validate whatever you are saying is right or wrong, but we can say many of your answers are solving unanswered questions by allopathy science. One of my doctor disciples was telling, still allopathy is not able to trace the root cause of the Alzheimer's disease. Still we don't know which part of the brain is responsible for the Alzheimer's. I realized from the Meenakshi's bio-memory, Alzheimer's is the disease happens because of the spleen and liver. It has nothing to do with the brain. So many extraordinary revelations related to yogic physiology and yogic psychology was continuously happening in me. And I was so one with Meenakshi by her grace and blessings, soaked in her bio-memory. One day early morning, I saw in darshan somebody putting a huge diamond crown on my head. After waking up, I laughed and told the brahmachari who was taking care of me, I don't know what it means. Let's wait and watch. Somebody has put a huge diamond crown on my head. And within few hours, I received the news, somebody has donated huge diamond crown to Devi Meenakshi and it was put on her head. That exact time I was telling about my vision. Exactly at that same time, somebody has gifted diamond crown to the Meenakshi temple and they have put it on Devi. Of course, then immediately, the moment they brought this news, I told my brahmachari, find out who is the person who donated. He is a great devotee. Tell him Devi has accepted his crown. I saw in the vision, Devi has accepted. See, at that moment, I was so intensely feeling connected to Meenakshi, I could just see that crown was put on her body. In that extraordinary Bhava Samadhi, I was feeling very clearly the whole earth is getting consecrated. The possibility is opening. For the whole world, the possibility is opening. I could see very clearly the powerful methods and kriyas, meditations getting downloaded into my system. I was wondering why suddenly so many things are getting downloaded, because now I am developing kriyas to clear almost 200 different mental patterns and 200 different physical disorders. I realized now it is time for the people to transform. That is why the material is getting supplied. Please understand. Because the need is there, the supply is happening. Your thoughts have weight. When the weight of your thoughts reduces, you will experience certain vacuum within. That vacuum can be converted either as a restful awareness or depression. You have a choice. Either you can enter into the deeper zones of silence and peace, or the emptiness and depression. Now, the humanity has to learn the science of creating with less thoughts, living with less thoughts, performing with less thoughts, being a leader with less number of thoughts. Unfortunately, humanity was always taught, constantly told by the unconscious leaders of humanity, more thoughts, more intelligent you are. More thinking, more creative you can be. No. It is time to rewrite, rediscover the fundamental truths. You are just now, right now, in a juncture where even physically planet Earth is urging you to move from mind to meditation, from the space of more and more thoughts to silence and restful awareness. A new leadership needs to be created. New creativity needs to be expressed. Thought-based leadership is always grabbing and violent. Thought-based creativity is always copying and stealing. It is time we build meditation-based leadership and silence-based creativity. Please understand, in this dimension, you will express which was never imagined, which can never be imagined by the planet Earth. Past humanity, it is time to go beyond the past, move into the future. Anything you do, whether it is related to your physical health, mental health, or your relationships, or your wealth creation, wealth maintenance, or expressing your leadership qualities, more and more creativity, or raising your status, let everything, every action be infused with more silence. Let there be more quantity of silence, more quality of silence in your every action, in your every planning, even in your thinking. You may think, you may ask, how can I infuse silence into my thinking? It is possible. You can look inside. I can give you an example. Many times, after a fight in your house or in your office, you will be infused with sadness, but you will continue to think. When you can infuse so much of sadness and continue to think, why can't you infuse silence and continue to think? Infusion of the sadness is not stopping you thinking. Same way, infusion of the silence won't disturb your thinking, only will make you more aware and give you only necessary thoughts. When the silence is infused, number of thoughts will reduce, but every thought will become reality. Instead of having 10,000 thoughts and making 2 thoughts into reality and getting frustrated about 9,998 thoughts not becoming reality, you better have 100 thoughts and let all the 100 become reality. Let there be no frustration. Now the humanity is in the space where you have 10,000 thoughts and only 2 becomes reality. But planet Earth is inviting you. 2012 is inviting you. Whole space is inviting you to enter into a space, infusing silence into your thinking, where your 10,000 thoughts are drastically reduced to just 100 thoughts, but all 100 are becoming reality. Decisions are made with more intuition. Decisions are made with more straight intelligence. I tell you, in these 3 years, if you can be comfortable with the silence of your inner space, the natural silence of your inner space, physically, your liver and spleen will be very alive, active, fresh, will not allow you to age. Please understand, all aging process happens from liver and spleen. Both will stop aging. These 3 years, you can stop aging. I am not giving you false promises. I am giving you the straight possibilities. I am giving you the real possibilities. Unfortunately, all the mystical things are always made to believe as extraordinary, impossible by the ordinary human mind. Society, humanity, before even trying, labels them as impractical. Before even having little bit of patience, before even giving chance, they label it as impossible. I tell you, just give one chance to yourself. You are not just as described by humanity to you. You have more possibility in you than humanity has introduced yourself to you. Unfortunately, humanity cannot introduce all your dimensions to you. Humanity has introduced only few of your dimensions to you. You can discover more dimensions of you in you than humanity has introduced yourself to you. Give chance for yourself. 2012 is here now. The time has come. The time for which last 2 years we were all waiting. Time about which I was continuously talking for last 2 years. Time for which I was preparing all of you is happening. It has started. January 14th, it has started. The process of Earth losing its gravity power over the subtle forces of your body started happening. So the side effects and after effects of this process will be felt within next month. by all of you. I really wanted to encourage, inspire, initiate all of you into this process of transforming yourself. I sincerely urge and request all of you who are now being with me, being with us, please take this as a first priority in your life. Transforming now. Let me define that word transforming now. I'll give you a simple, straightforward definition. More and more actions with less and less thoughts. This is the exact definition of transformation I will give you. Let more and more actions happen in you with less and less thoughts. Whether morning you are sipping cup of coffee, or evening you are having your walk, or going to your office, planning for your future, administering things under your control, or reporting to your boss, whatever you may be doing in your life, physical, mental, psychological, social, economical, in every line, infuse this one truth. More and more actions should be performed with less and less thoughts. That's all I call as transformation. Time is right now. Start from today. Every day, remember, it is 2012. I have to transform now. Am I doing more and more actions with less and less thoughts? Just remember, keep this as a first priority in your inner space. That is enough. Every moment keeping this in your inner space and remembering your actions, your planning, your thinking, your emotions, your inner space, your job, your lifestyle, your food, everything will fall in tune. Your patterns, everything will fall in tune. You will see so much of grace happening in your actions, in your life. Continuously miracles happening. Please understand, when the planet Earth started losing the center of gravity, the center of the Earth started losing its gravitational pull, I also saw huge grace energy landing on the humanity, on the human consciousness. The huge energy grace means the effect of this grace is going to be on the people who are tuning themselves to the transformation of 2012. When you start performing more actions with less thoughts, please understand the power of coincidence. That is what I call side effect of grace in your life. When the grace lands on you, the main effect is enlightenment, the side effect is power of coincidence. Continuously, coincidentally in your life, miracles will be happening. The positive happenings will be constantly happening in you, just like coincidence. You will be feeling literally the power of coincidence in your life. The first requirement for all of you, make this transformation as a first priority. When you put this as a first priority, you will see automatically many of your patterns will change. Your life will get aligned to this one truth. If you are really intense and sincere, I will sincerely request you, take off these 3 years. Take off these 3 years. Let the transformation be not just only your first priority. Let that be the only priority. Next question, naturally will ask, who will give us food? Who will give us shelter? I am here. Understand, when I say I mean in all dimensions. When I utter the word I am here, if you felt I am only the 6 feet frame, come on, my organization is here to support you and to transform you. Land in Bidadi by next flight, or train or bus. Second, if you feel, when I said I am here, I am everywhere, understand, that very feeling connection is enough wherever you are. You will see that the power of coincidence stays above your head like a conscious protection, the grace umbrella, continuously guiding you and protecting you and providing you whatever is required. I tell you, tremendous grace energy has landed on the planet Earth just to take care of the people who are making this transformation as a first priority for these 3 years. Whoever is making this transformation as their first priority, the tremendous energy has landed on the planet Earth already to provide and care for you. I am telling you from the authority of a person who had this vision as an experience, and I take the responsibility for my word. Make transformation as the first priority. I tell you, whatever is necessary to run your life, you will be provided. You will be provided much more than that. You will be just showered. So don't even have this doubt. Don't even have this question. Enough grace has landed on the planet Earth and human consciousness to inspire and transform people. Naturally, we have next questions now. How to move from chaos and confusion to the restful awareness? How to move from the world of mind and thoughts to the world of no mind and silence? How to move from the human consciousness to the superhuman consciousness? I will elaborate on all these things now by answering your questions. Let me take few of your questions and give you the straight practical methods to transform now. First question. Please read out.
The first question is from Greta Cummings, Tucson, US. When I was a child, I remember learning language and seeing that experience created limitations. It was as if my thoughts were free and could move in all directions like a drop of water in the ocean. Then with learning language, it was confining, like a drop of water in a river. My thoughts could only flow the predetermined path of the riverbed. Will the Kundalini awakening free me to the pre-language experience, or does it go even beyond that?
Greta Cummings, it is not just a crime committed against you. It's a crime committed against the whole humanity by the elders. The language is supposed to be enriching you. Unfortunately, because the teaching was done in such a wrong way, it just suffocates you, reduces your possibility. I really feel sad. Every child is abused child when it comes to this language problem. Every child, I can say, is abused God. Krita, I can understand your feeling, because I also lost my free-flowing inner space and regained it. I got it back by 12. I was getting into the thought pattern. I was losing. I started losing around the age of 9. I got it back at 12. I know if I have not got it back, what I would have lost. Because I have seen both sides of not having thought and having thought again, not having thought. I can sympathize with you. First, I wanted to convey my deep sympathy to you. Second, the Kundalini awakening can free you from this confining of the language. It can lead you to the ultimate freedom. Not only the Kundalini awakening can lead you to the ultimate freedom, it can lead you beyond the biomemory. Please understand. Even if you lose the language, the biomemory can be restricting you. Kundalini awakening liberates you even from that. Even from that, Kundalini awakening frees you. So I will sincerely recommend Inner Awakening program to you. Try Inner Awakening. I tell you, you will really feel you have done the right thing. Because the 21 days of continuous initiations on Kundalini awakening not only will free you from this language pattern, it will free you from the very biomemory pattern itself. Hope to see you in Inner Awakening soon. Greta Cummings. Thank you. Next question.
The next question is from Professor Sailanathan, Coimbatore, India. Pranams to Swamiji. NASA, through its website, has categorically stated that no physical disasters will happen to our planet either in 2012 or in the next few thousand years. Is our science unequipped to predict such cataclysms, which is such violent upheavals of natural destruction, or is it that NASA is telling a lie?
Professor Sailanathan, first thing, NASA is not telling a lie. Second thing, there is no destruction, no physical disaster going to happen in 2012 or next 3 million years. Please understand, not just next few thousand years. Next 3 million years, there is not going to be any physical disaster or destruction of planet Earth. Now what I am saying is only the psychological chaos. Please understand, when this reduction of thought happens drastically, there are billions of people who are habituated to think more thought, more life, more juicy, more activity, more celebration, more richness. People who are trained for that pattern, they are all going to experience intense depression for no reason, because they cannot handle the no thought zone which is going to happen in them suddenly. So naturally, all those people in depression may take many destructive decisions, especially if they are decision makers in the field of politics, economics, many other fields. Their destructive decisions can be causing huge side effects of destructions to humanity. That destruction is what I am predicting. I am not predicting tsunami, or I am not predicting any earthquake. I am not predicting any pole change, pole shift. I am not predicting any huge flood. I am not predicting any of that. But I am expecting, I am doubting. Even though I don't want, I am predicting the economical meltdown, man-made calamities like economical meltdown, or wars, not just wars between one country to another country, the civilian wars, unrest. These things only I am predicting. If we are not able to settle with that emptiness, that thoughtless space has to be converted into a restful awareness. If it is not getting converted as a restful awareness, it is going to lead to depression, and that depression, especially if it happens to the decision makers, that is going to be really disaster for humanity. So NASA is not telling a lie. There is no physical disaster going to happen. Only the man-made calamities that also can be avoided if the critical mass of humanity is ready to transform themselves, make themselves peace with natural peace going to happen to us. Natural, thoughtless space going to happen to us. If we can make peace with it, even this man-made calamity can be avoided. Thank you.
The next question is from Ranjini Ji from Hubli, India. What is in store for Indigo children in the year 2012 and beyond?
Ranjini, the Indigo children, if they are going to be given a very simple touch of peace and meditation, just a simple knowledge is enough. They are all going to become enlightened beings. I tell you, Indigo children are modern day rishis landed on the planet Earth. Krishna's Gopikas, they were enjoying his love but never been productive, creating infrastructure. Rama's monkeys, They are creating huge infrastructure like a bridge on the ocean, but they were not in romance or enjoying the love, jumping and singing around the Rama. I tell you, Indigo kids will have the qualities of Rama's Vanaras, Rama's Sena and Krishna's Gopikas. Indigo kids are modern day rishis. That is why I am opening my Gurukul to specially for Indigo kids. If any of you have Indigo children, bring them here. Let us make them enlightened, save the children and the humanity. If you are not going to give the possibility of peace and meditation for the Indigo children, I tell you, you are going to destroy their life. So give the possibility. Open the possibility of meditation. Meditation-based education, lifestyle, place for the Indigo children. That is the greatest service you will do for the kids and to the humanity. Next.
The next question is from Jenna from Oaks, California, Clear Lake, Oaks, California, USA. If a person could attend only one program, Inner Awakening or One Life Bliss program, which would you recommend they choose and why?
Jenna Nightwind, naturally I will choose Inner Awakening, because in Inner Awakening I get 21 days to work with you. Please understand, catch my words. I am not saying you get 21 days to work with me. I get 21 days to work with you. Because in your regular life, you don't let me work on you. That is where I need to ask you to come here. Spend some time. Move away from your routine. Spend a little time in awakening your inner self, building your inner space, experiencing your inner space. So give me time to work on you. Through LBP, Life Bliss program, you are getting, actually I can say you are giving 2 days of your time to me. You are getting 2 days of my time or my teacher's time to you. In Inner Awakening, 21 days I get to work with you. Because Inner Awakening is more me working on you than you working with me. Understand? In Life Bliss program, you work with me. In Inner Awakening, I am working on you. In Inner Awakening, I am not just working with you, I am working on you. So, there are some parts consciously I can teach you. Those parts I am working with you. There are some parts of you which is beyond your control. On those parts I am directly working on you. So I will sincerely recommend be here for Inner Awakening. If you can attend only one, choose Inner Awakening. That is the best thing you can do to yourself, and that is the best thing you can do to the humanity now especially. Because now every individual meditates is going to save at least 100 individuals not falling into depression. If single individual transforms, he is going to save 100 more individuals without falling into depression. I wanted all our devotees, followers, disciples to go and sit in all the decision-making cities and meditate this whole year. All the capitals, at least group of devotees should sit every morning and spend 20 minutes in performing meditation, kriya, and transforming process. At least take 21 days. Our group of devotees should go from place to place, Start with Washington DC, where too many decisions impacting the humanity is made. Washington DC, Delhi, every country's capital, the political capital, our devotees should gather at least for 21 days, any 21 days of this year. Morning 21 minutes, evening 21 minutes. Sit and meditate, send a strong, peaceful peace waves. In every state of India, the political headquarters, political capital, we should sit, meditate, create peace waves so that they don't, the decision makers don't fall into depression and make decisions. Please understand, when a man is in depression and makes decision, he makes destructive decisions. He does not have the vision to look at the good of the larger humanity. Unfortunately, he sees very narrow. He looks at things in a narrow-minded way, makes the decisions which are not good for the whole humanity. So this year, Dhyanapeetham will take up this project. I request whoever wants to volunteer for this great spiritual service to humanity, please send your email to n.sharing.nityananda.org. After this webinar, we will create groups every morning. I myself will come online two-way with you. You will be able to see me, I will be able to see you. I will guide you into the peace process, peace meditation. We will call this as 2012 Transform Kriya. 2012 Transformation Kriya. Let us save humanity. Let us support all our political leaders, decision makers with our spiritual energy and spiritual support. Let them not fall into depression. Let them be happy. Let them be in peace with this restful awareness. Let them be elevated spiritually. Let them make decisions to save humanity, which is good for humanity. So, 2012 Transformational Kriya batch is expected to form within next 1 week. They can go from city to city, spend 21 days in different cities. Whoever is interested to dedicate this whole year, please sign up. I'll make you as a leader. Whoever is interested to dedicate 21 days, you also sign up. You can go to any one city, nearby city. We will do this process throughout this year, continuously in all political headquarters of all countries, all over the world. We will meditate and send a strong, peaceful, spiritual energy to the political decision makers. Let them all be spiritually elevated. Let them all be in peace, in joy, in bliss, and make the decisions which is good for the larger humanity. I tell you, this will be the best spiritual service we will be doing to the humanity. This will be the best spiritual service we will be doing to save humanity from man-made calamities. As I told you, there is no natural calamities. There is only going to be man-made calamity which we can stop. Let us stop. Next question.
Next question is from Ma Anand Archana, Philadelphia, USA. Nityanandam, beloved Swamiji, in USA, most of us have retirement money in the 401k retirement program. The 401k program takes our monthly installments and invests in stocks. Should we withdraw our money from 401k? If we withdraw the money, we will have to give heavy penalty for withdrawing it premature. Kindly guide.
Ananda Archana, I cannot give directly suggestion. I will describe the situation. You make decision. I will give you the situation. If we are not going to save the humanity by doing this meditation, there is going to be a huge economical meltdown by the end of this year and beginning of next year. End of 2012 means 2012 December to 2013 March. That 4 months there is going to be a heavy global recession and meltdown. But if we can do this meditation and make peace, raise the consciousness, which I have hope we can do it, then there will not be any man-made calamities like global recession or economical meltdown. You can be safe. I can only describe the possibilities in front of you. You make the decision. Please understand. So the real 401k is going to be you taking little time and meditating in the political headquarters. That is going to be your real 401k. So please sign up for transformational meditation group to save your 401k. Next.
The next question is from Stephen Sequeira from Mumbai, India. Respected Swamiji, what will be the contribution of Kundalini awakening with respect to the 2012 conscious shift? Thank you, Swamiji, for all that you do for us.
Stephen Sequeira, first thing, if one person's Kundalini is awakened, whoever sees him every day, with whoever he lives, all of them will be blessed to be in peace with this natural thoughtless space. They will not fall into depression. They can be saved. So by every human being I am awakening, whose Kundalini I am awakening, I am saving at least 200 human beings from depression. If your Kundalini is awakened, please understand, knowingly or unknowingly, you are constantly saving people. If you are little intelligent and service-minded and you are telling people about the grace you received, I can tell you, you are saving thousands of people consciously. Please understand, I want to tell you one important thing. A man who eats well, good food, if he does not work well, he will fall sick. Even by eating good food, not working, he can fall sick. Please understand, even eating good food, if you are not working, you can fall sick, because if you are eating good food, you have to work more than the people who don't eat well. Otherwise, food makes you sick. Good food itself, you eat more and more good food and fall more and more sick. Good food also can make you sick if you are not working. Same way, if you are receiving the grace of the God and Master and your Kundalini is awakened, if you are not sharing this grace with others, if you are not exploding, if you are not spreading, you can become sick with the grace. Understand? You can become egoistic with grace. If your Kundalini is awakened and you are not sharing this grace with everybody consciously, by exploding, by spreading, grace can make you sick. And I wanted to tell you, let the grace make you more healthy, happy, work and explode, not sick. Good food is eaten not to fall sick, but to become healthy. Kundalini is awakened not to become egoistic or sick, but to share, radiate, explode in enlightenment. So whoever experiences the awakening of the Kundalini, explode in it, radiate it, share it, only then you will be healthy. Next.
The next question is from Rajkumar, Chennai, India. I am 24. I don't have the clarity about my future. I feel I should neither waste my youth nor waste my future. What is your advice for me and for all the youth like me? I really wanted to transform me, but don't know how or where or what.
Rajkumar, I first want to tell you, I sympathize with you. I know the modern day youth is really suffering. Humanity has never faced this crisis, the generation gap crisis, like this generation future, this generation youngsters are facing. I sincerely sympathize with you. People like you from all over the world are constantly writing to me. For you and for the people like you, I have created a one-year program where you can study the spiritual truths, practice the spiritual practices like a yoga, meditation, kriya, build new biomemory in your body, create a yogic body, Vedic mind and Yen lifestyle for 1 year. Then you can decide what do you want to do in your life. For decision making, see, you can't be sitting in a moving train and plan where you want to go. If you are sitting in a moving train, you already decided where you want to go. Now you can't be sitting and saying, oh, now only I want to plan where I want to go. You can't tell the train, please stop, stop, stop till I decide. No. You need to get down. Same way, if you are just running along with your life and asking me, how will I have a clarity about my future? How will I decide? What will I do? You can't have the answer. You need to get down. Get down, come to the platform. I am providing a platform for you to think, meditate, contemplate, and decide about your future. I am giving you 1 year, free food, shelter, clothes, above all, the spiritual education and intelligence and intuition to take decision about your future. Rajkumar, I sincerely recommend and request you to come and join Ananda Yogam. 1 year program. Anybody between 18 to 40 youth across the world can come and spend a year in Ananda Yogam to work on you, to discover your future, to discover your destiny or recreate your destiny. I invite all the youth across the world. I'll open my house for you for 1 year, completely free. Come and stay here, discover and recreate your destiny. If you want to apply for this program, send an email to n.sharing.nityananda.org. Thank you. Now I'll give you 3 minutes break. After 3 minutes break, I'll teach you a special unique kriya. How to make this inner emptiness, less thought, into restful awareness. How not to fall into depression because of this silence. How to use this 2012 and transform achieve enlightenment. Please understand, this Kriya is going to be the essence of how to of this webinar. Now whatever I have spoken, I only inspired you, gave you the truths, the sacred secrets, technical information. This Kriya is the technique. So after 3 minutes break, we will start the Nitya Kriya. This Kriya will be called as 2012 Transformational Kriya.
Paramahamsa Nityananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nityananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nityananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters. India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nityananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment.
Anandanubhavaswadam sarvaroganivarakam Vande Papa Vinashaktam Nityanandaya Swagatam Nityamuktam Nirvikalpam Dhyanaloka Pradipakam Vande Shantamayam Bandham Nityanandaya Swagatam Anandagandha Sancharam Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Vande Jnanalayam Natham Nityanandaya Swagatam.
Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore 562109. Contact 09742203311. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.